All right, for today, for fun, I guess, I got these two lawnmowers, and I've been using this one. This is a Troy-Bilt. It's a 18 horsepower twin cylinder riding mower, and it just is completely rusted out. Like, the body of it's rusted out, the deck is actually pretty rusted out. Both of these have torn drive belts. This is a LT, I believe 155 riding mower. I've had this John Deere for about, oh hell, I don't know, almost 10 years. And it's sat outside pretty much since I've owned it, and there's not hardly any rust on it. No rust on the deck. A little bit of surface rust by the pads there for the feet, but even the seat isn't ripped. But it's got this 15 horse John Deere motor, and it's kind of a piece of junk. It still runs, but not very well. It needs a carb, and I'm just not impressed with it. So being that I have both these, and they both need drive belts, they both need work, and I was looking at scrapping both of them to buy a zero turn. I mean, to be honest, what I get out of these things, like 200 bucks. But let's see if I can take this motor and put it on the John Deere. Let's see what happens with that. All right, now I got the John Deere motor out. Time to take the Briggs & Stratton out and move it over. All right, we got the motor off, and what we have to do next is drill these bolts out. You can see where the other bolts are mounted with the other motor, but because this motor's different, the base is different. But they already got holes that are pre-drilled for it. They're just not quite big enough. They need to be about that size. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill those out and mount the motor. All right. Well, I was able to use the throttle cable and the choke. The throttle, I was able to put one bolt in it. And then the choke, I stuck it in that emergency hit the button to back up crap that I'll be disconnecting anyway. Now, you see all these wires. It's ridiculous. You don't need any of that junk. The amount of wires actually going to it, I mean, this is what was running on the other tractor. There's only 3 wires. I get that goes to the coil. Then you're gonna have a ground and a hot over here. So yeah, kind of ridiculous that it had all that going on. So basically my plan is to clean up all this wiring, get rid of most of these relays. I don't think do anything. It's a bunch of junk. I will have to get a new battery. This thing's toast, and the other one over there is also toast. But you condense it down and make it real simple, a little wiring as possible. Fuel's already hooked up. Yeah, I'm anxious to get the thing started. All right, well, it runs. So I found out that you need these wires hot to start it. And this one right here is for your kill switch. All right, see, I got the tractor lifted up by an engine hoist. This really isn't any weight at all for an engine hoist, so nothing to worry about. I got it chained up on both sides. So I replaced the drive belt, and I know it looks intimidating on a LT 155 riding mower, but it really isn't that bad. You can see how it's all the way down around the back pulley and how it moves around on these 2 pulleys here, and it comes out all the way forward around the drive pulley and back around. The only one you gotta really mess with in the spring wise is you gotta take this spring off. Yeah, I did that by hand. I took it off, put it back on. This, I didn't even undo it all the way. I just bent it out of the way and put the belt around it. This one, I took the nut all the way off and took this bracket off that's underneath here. Took the bracket off, and I was able to weave around that. This one I just loosened and I bent it out of the way, weaved it around that. I didn't mess with this at all. I didn't mess with that at all. You did have to undo these steering arms here with just a couple of cotter pins, which I need to replace. And then I had to unbolt this, the drive pulley off the motor to pull it down and get the extra space to put it on there in terms of leverage. But it's all the way on there now, and I can start buttoning it up. Alright, just finished mowing about an acre with this old girl, and she's running good. I should probably put some new blades on it. The blades seemed okay, they're just kind of old. So all in all, this cost me $20 for a new belt, which I had to replace anyway. Outside of that, I took a battery off one of my generators, so it didn't cost me anything. It's not the prettiest mower, but it works. It saved me from buying a zero turn until next year, and it still obviously cuts very well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll try to get some better video next time with a GoPro instead of my cell phone. But just been really busy past few months, and looking forward to slowing down and getting some work done in the house. So I get a container being delivered tomorrow, and I'll post some video about that. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys liking and subscribing and watching my videos. Thank you.